Hello, we are back. This is Nilima Kapuganti and Madhurima Wadnala with an amazing topic. Madhurima, do you want to discuss what it is first?
Yes. Hello, everybody. The combo is back again. So, today we are going to talk about the major topic which most of us have, like right from age, not from age, right from since we are born to the day we die. We have this in our brain every single day, no matter how what you are what your intellectual capability or emotional quotient is, but still we do have to face this topic like every single day since you start your life, and since you from you and you since you start your life to the day you end your life, that is fears. So
Yes.
fears of everything. So we are going to address that topic today in our way of conversation. Nothing halchal, no big thing, just the way two friends are talking over a cup of chai, right? Are you
Yes.
ready, Nilima?
Yes.
Let's
So
go.
I think fears are just three categories. I mean, that's what I have
Mhm.
understood till date. One is the fear of unknown. You know,
Okay.
we don't uh, we don't know what is going to happen. We don't know if we are capable of it. We don't know if it'll work out for us. So it is fear of unknown, the first thing. The second thing is fear of success, not the fear of failure. That is the last thing.
Interesting.
Fear of failure is the last thing. So what do you think? I mean, what kind
Yeah,
of fears do
this
you
is kind
think?
of interesting. Like most of us has heard about fear of failure, but fear of success is a different thing, but it's a pretty sure damn thing. Because when I was processing the things about me, when we are anybody's in a healing journey, you introspect, you retrospect about what has been happening in your psyche all these years, right? So when I was introspecting, I got this feeling that yes, fear of success is also a truth. It can happen to
True.
anyone, and most of us don't even know that it can happen. So would you try to elaborate on this fear of success?
The reason I found that there is a fear of success for people is because of the preconditionings. See, fear of failure comes when you don't have the ability to do something, or you think
Hmm.
you don't have the ability to do something. So you might fail, you might not get it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
fear of success comes from preconditionings like, let's say in childhood, somebody says that you really think you are capable of doing it.
Oh, oh.
Or if they say that, uh, see, you have to. This was a very common thing when we were growing up. Very common dialogue wherein they would say that getting rich is not easy. Money doesn't grow on trees. Mm,
Yeah,
being super rich will make you. I mean, it is equated to greed. You know,
yeah.
being uber rich is equated to greed, and also being rich. I mean, rich is a very relative term, but
Hmm.
being rich is equated to evil. Even in
Yeah,
movies, when you go to
yeah, yeah.
80s, 90s
These
movies,
all dons are always rich.
yes. And
and
also,
and I also,
it's the rich
yeah,
dads who oppose the marriages.
yeah. Poor and good, rich and bad. Yeah.
So when that happens, what happens is when we grow up, uh, as we are growing in our career, first is getting the job.
Hmm.
You don't want to get a job which pays really well because money doesn't grow on trees. So
Yeah,
you think that, okay, whatever I put in the effort,
yeah.
this is the amount of money I should get.
Yeah. And also
That
the fear of
definition.
success, like I personally think, out of my experience, we have been hearing a lot since we are born, like, "तेरे से नहीं होगा. You cannot do this. You cannot handle. You cannot handle." So a deep root inside us, which always think that you cannot handle success,
Mm-mm.
right? So that is also keeps you away from go grabbing the success.
Oh,
You
yes.
underestimate yourself so much that
Yes.
you think you are not worthy of that success.
Yes. So at that subconscious level, when you have this particular idea, what happens is it will not let you go for promotions. If you go for promotions, it will not let you pass through. If you pass through, you will fail at the interview level.
Yeah,
Or,
yeah,
uh, sometimes you apply to a lot of companies,
yeah,
reach till the last stage, but you're not getting the job.
yeah,
Or the project you want, you don't want to go for it.
yeah,
You will give all sorts of excuses.
yeah,
See,
yeah, yeah.
fear of success makes you search for a million excuses. I can't do it, I can't live there, I can't. I have seen people who give excuses like, if I get a job out of India, there will be nothing to eat. I mean,
Okay. And
so
also, you know what? The main big point, big thing, fear of success, I mean, in the people who fear success, they experience is they fail to promote themselves.
oh yes,
They don't want to do that because maybe if they promote themselves more, what if I get such a big limelight and I cannot handle it? So
yes.
something in them stops them. You
Yeah,
know
it
what I'm
is
saying?
not about limelight, I cannot handle it. It's about limelight will make me evil.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
No.
like, like there is a saying in like, there are like 100 reasons for the death of Karna, right? In the same way, there are like so many reasons for the fear of success, and it's an interesting fear. Like many often like overshadow it. We don't think that such thing exists, but it
Mm,
really do. Without knowing, some of us like really have the deep rooted one seed where it's always keep on saying you like, hey, 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 you cannot do it. Like it's not
yes,
your thing, it's not your thing. So
yes.
that's one of the fear. And then
And
like many kinds of fear, I think I would like you to like start the conversation
it's
about
not
that.
just many kinds of fear. I have understood that fear of success is the major reason for procrastination,
Exactly.
not for
We
laziness.
had in our session,
Yeah,
we had the topic in our session, right? Live
yes.
proof is here.
So, like, people think that procrastination comes from laziness. Okay, it doesn't come from laziness, it comes from fear of success.
Yeah.
So a very very what do you say, a very simple example I can give. Procrastination about cleaning a house. Okay, many women have it, let's accept it. Okay, not all of
Exactly.
us, yeah, not all of us like to clean the house. So
Even in our
when we
boom
clean the
connection WhatsApp
house,
group, we had the discussion about it, right? It
yes,
might
so
seem a small topic, but we don't do it, right?
we
We
don't we
postpone
don't
it like forever.
Yes. So it seems that the fear of the procrastination which comes from cleaning the house is, uh, what if I clean the house and nobody appreciates it?
Mhm.
What if I don't clean the house and somebody comes and says something? What if I clean the house, somebody comes and says something? Either way, I'm going to listen to words. So
Yeah,
I would rather not clean.
yeah,
And the most important thing, what if I clean the house and somebody messes it up again?
yeah. And these all the reasons we spoke now, most of us think they don't exist, but they do.
Oh, they do.
Without our knowledge, they do. And I mean, I read it somewhere, I don't know which book or some conversation or something, I don't know. But the procrastination is kind of thing. For example, if a person have a heartbreak, right? If a person have a heartbreak, they want to choose the pain because pain is the only connection they have with the person they lost. So
Mhm.
if they lose the pain, they have to completely let go of the person they lost, right? So they keep it that like a anchor, like less like a ship on a sea. It doesn't want, but it just want to like move and hang in there. So procrastination is also something like that. If you do it, you have to accept something which your brain is processing inside. So you just keep
Yes.
it hanging, just there, just hang in there. Let it take your own sweet time so that you don't have to accept the reality. That is also the reason of procrastination.
Yeah, probably that secondary benefit,
Yeah, yeah.
like you
Secondary
mentioned, it's
benefit.
a
Yeah,
secondary benefit. So there was this one case I remember reading in which this guy couldn't like he lost his sensation in the feet due to an accident. He was a soldier, and they tried all sorts of physiotherapy, and all the reports came back good, but he couldn't stand up again. So from
Yeah.
knees down, he was like paralyzed or something. And when that happened, they tried to understand why it is that it is happening. And when the psychologist told him, when he spoke to him, they had to try a hypnotherapy session with him, wherein he said that if I start walking, I cannot go back to the military, but I will also lose my benefits. So somewhere in the subconscious mind, he had the fear that
Yeah,
if
yeah.
I get up again, where will I get the money from?
Yeah.
I can't
And
feed my
and the
family.
main the biggest procrastination thing a woman can do to their body is the PCOD, endometriosis. Some
Yes.
part of us like reject the femininity
Yes.
because they don't want to be the feminine, because they know the defects of being feminine, so they don't want to be feminine. So when you reject that you don't want to be a feminine, your body act according to it. It
Yes,
decrease the
but that
fertility.
fear is, I would say, it is superficial and artificially inflated.
Yeah,
When they say that, oh, being a woman is hard, being a mother is
yeah,
hard,
yeah,
being a wife is hard,
yeah,
oh, career-wise or whatever. So
yeah.
that fear, again, it stops us. It stops us from doing many things.
Exactly. Tell me about it. Yeah.
Yes. So it stops us. So again, I think that's also a fear of success. That, if I succeed, who will take care of my children? If
Yeah.
I succeed, nobody in the office will like me. I won't have friends.
Yeah. And people out there, just believe me, like write it on the wall somewhere. The things you hear right now, which may think like, oh, these kind of things really do happen. Do I think like that? Yes, we do. For all the symptoms which you see outside, this is just a tip of the iceberg. You only
Yes,
see the iceberg, but there are roots inside. We don't even know how we added them, what kind of knots we created, what added to all that mess. We don't know. So this part
exactly.
is now our thing is like, bit by bit, part by part, untie the knots and
Yes.
get what
Yes.
you deserve.
I think letting go of this fear 100% would not be possible for anybody.
Yeah.
But fear of unknown, see, that will keep on coming off and on. Every time we take a new step, every time
Yeah.
we go towards something new, we will have the fear of unknown.
Yes.
But when it comes to fear of success and fear of failure, I think we can address it by reaching out to the root of that problem.
Mm-hmm.
First, of course, we have to acknowledge that we have that fear.
Yeah, where to start while
Mm,
addressing the fears?
So, let's take a simple example. I have seen many children who are really good at studies, but
Mm-hmm.
they always mess up in their exams.
Yeah.
So, what could be the reason? Like when I spoke to a couple of kids, a few kids
Mm-hmm.
actually, I have understood that uh, they are not sure how much they are supposed to put in for the exam.
Mm-hmm.
Like even when they study, they think they know everything. When you ask them, they know everything. They do know everything. But when it comes to the exams, they have this fear that what if I go wrong? You know,
Okay.
so what if I go wrong? And
Yeah.
when you leave that kind of intention into the
Yeah.
universe will say, okay, let's see what will happen if you go wrong.
Okay. I never think this way. Interesting. Nice.
Right? I mean, that's
It's
how I
showing
felt that
exactly. Exactly.
because universe always listens to you, right? And
Yeah, it fits in the
fear is the
logic. Yeah.
shortest frequency to the universe. Fear is always the shortest frequency. So let's say my I am a middle schooler. The
Mm-hmm.
teacher yells at me, and I'm in a position where I cannot yell back, right? But I have this fear that what if this reaches my parents?
Okay.
How are they going to react? So, what happens? The pain of being yelled at and
Mm-hmm.
the fear of the parents getting to know about it, both of them are stuck inside.
Right.
And
Exactly.
that will take them to a stage wherein when they go to high school, they want to rebel.
Yeah.
They want to rebel with the school system, which puts them in a disciplined manner, and with the parents whom they think will not support them or something like
Yeah,
that.
exactly. And the reactions and the root cause all are always opposite. For example, if your reaction is aggressive, that means there is root deep, deep, deep insecurity. Okay, if your reaction is something opposite and the deep root is something else, so they always not like they're opposite ends,
Yes,
right? So the fear is also like that, like it has some opposite deep root inside. So once we address it, we'll be on the middle ground, somewhere in between.
true. But first, we need to accept that we have that fear.
Yeah. So let me, I mean, when I asked you the question, how where to start, number one is accept the fear without denying it. And number two,
So,
what's next step?
again, when we come to the first point, accept the fear, it's very hard for children to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So, for such kids, I would suggest that, see, not all kids speak out, right? It's not
Mm-hmm.
easy to make them speak out their emotions. They just
Yeah.
stuff it all
They
in.
just deny all the time. Yeah.
They live in denial, but
Yeah.
the subconscious mind does tend to keep it inside, right? And
Yeah.
it does make it heavier for them.
Yeah. The
It starts
subconscious
showing
mind
on
would
their,
be,
yeah, it
subconscious
starts
mind
showing on
would
their
be like,
body.
yeah.
They fall sick more often, and see, we all know that emotions are stored in our gut,
Yes. Yes.
so it shows on our digestive system. So for such kids, I would suggest mirror work.
Okay.
Every day, make the child, like, it hardly takes 2 to 3 minutes. So if the child doesn't want to do it along with you, teach them how to do it. Make them
Mm-hmm.
stand in front of the mirror and tell them to talk to themselves. So if they want to cry, they can cry only in front of themselves. Even that is not very
Okay.
easy, but
Yeah.
it will work slowly.
Yeah, just to make them kids stand before a mirror for 5 minutes is a big task in the beginning.
Yeah, oh yeah, it is.
Forget about
You can
making
start with
them
like
talk,
2 minutes,
right?
I think 1 or 2 minutes. Yeah, it's not good for.
Yeah, yeah. And the current generation kids are all like, undiagnosed hyper kids. Like, they want to do something which keep them focused digitally, but not in real life.
Also,
Yeah.
I think they think that they're beyond this healing for some reason.
They don't even, I mean, yeah, most of us, like, we are born with denial, especially nowadays kids. And when a person has such a deep level of denial, I don't think they would even want to talk to themselves.
They wouldn't.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So the second thing is, if the kid doesn't want to talk to themselves, the second
Mm-hmm.
thing is a soft toy.
Soft toy. Okay.
Yeah, we can give them a soft toy. See, first thing is, we have to prove to them that both boys and girls can like soft toys. It's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
It's totally
No
fine.
stereotyping. No stereotyping.
No
Yeah.
stereotyping. So, but because the world stereotypes, we have to prove to them that it's okay. It's totally okay to have a favorite toy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Regardless of color,
Yes.
anything. Yeah.
Yeah. So that soft toy, we make it a point that every day, say from 8 to 8:05 p.m., every day alarm we place, and we ensure that we talk to the toy.
Okay. Interesting. So first try with a mirror, make them talk before a mirror. If doesn't happen, the next alternative is soft toy. right?
Yes. So even with the soft toy, I have seen that it takes a good portion of 3 months.
Yeah.
But every day we ensure we do it. But after 3 months, they start opening up to the toy,
Nice. Nice.
right?
Yeah.
The
And
third,
and listeners out there, okay? Little deviation from the topic. Like I wanna play a little joke around. Like uh if you guys are talking to something like a plant or a soft toy, okay, it's okay. But if you feel like it's talking back, please go visit a psychiatrist, okay?
I was about to tell you that,
If
it's
you
not
talk to
suggested,
it,
it's not
okay.
suggested to buy a toy which talks back to you.
No, no, in general, if you get a feeling that something is listening to you, a tree is listening to you, okay. But if you also listen, the tree is talking to you back, please go see a psychiatrist, okay?
We need that. Means we have
Let's go
reached the
to the
next
topic.
level. No, just kidding.
Exactly.
But yes, it does help. The third thing is um, tearing up newspapers or any
Oh,
newspapers. Yeah. So I had a client wherein, like, almost every session she would tear up like this big bundle of newspapers. Every session, because that's how much frustration was stored inside. And tearing papers actually helps to release that frustration, because
nice.
again, like you said, there's different layers. There's fear, and then over the fear there could be either frustration or anger, and then over that again another layer of fear forms again. There are different layers which we need to address. It is not possible that in one session, or um, just one counseling, or you sitting with your child for half an hour to 15 minutes is going to release the child of everything.
Yeah.
No,
It's
it's
a
a continuous
DIY,
process.
daily, and long process,
Long
right?
process, and it's continuous process. You cannot take a break, but then it's only 5 minutes per day, I think.
Yeah.
I think we should be able to do that with the children.
One day, Nilima, we should have this kids affirmation session.
We can have
We'll
that.
make a note, right? One day
Yes.
we'll do it. So coming back to our today's topic, fear. So when
No, let's
Nilima,
do the acceptance for the adults first.
yeah,
So
yeah,
for children, there's one way wherein, because of the fear, they might not accept it or something.
yes.
For adults, it's an ego. Our ego will not
The
let us
unwanted,
accept that I
uninvited
have
guest.
fears. No, I'm strong, I'm brave, I'm superwoman, superman. So, no fears, absolutely no fears. I
This
can do
did
everything.
not happen to me. I'm unbeatable.
Oh, yes, unstoppable. What not? But again, if you really, really want to heal, if you really, really want to know what is blocking you, what is stopping you from your success or from doing whatever you want, well, it could be anything. Okay. First, understand the root is the fear, either fear of
Okay,
success or fear of failure or fear of unknown. So, first,
okay,
learn to analyze it and find out what fear it is that is blocking you.
okay.
Okay, so again we have come to the first step, which is the acceptance that yes, you have fears. Okay,
Yes.
once you have the first step, the second step is going to the root of that fear. Where did it
Okay.
start?
Accept the fear and then go back to the root of the fear.
Yeah, where did it
Okay.
start? Why did the
How
root
to go
come?
back to the root?
Like I said, it is a pre-programming. Most of the time, I would say
Yes.
90% it is a pre-programming, which happens when we are below 8 years of age.
Okay.
So between our logical mind and the subconscious mind, we have something called a critical filter. The
Okay.
critical filter starts forming from the age of 8. Before
Right.
that, the kids have no filters. So whatever goes into them through the senses goes directly into the subconscious mind. That is also the reason an alcoholic father the child will be an alcoholic, the son will be an alcoholic, and the daughter will end up with an alcoholic partner. Same with the smoker.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, if the father is abusive, the son turns abusive, the daughter will look for an abusive husband. Okay.
Yeah, we always look for a partner. We always look in a partner just like the parent we never wanted.
Yes,
We
exactly.
attract such kind of partner, the parent who did that to us, like,
Yeah, because below 8 years of age, you think that is normal. You
yeah, yeah,
think that, smoking is normal, alcohol is normal, abuse is normal. Okay, so once the critical filter starts forming, already it has already settled in your subconscious mind,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So,
Preconceived notions, yeah,
yeah,
and
so
all that
you
add burden
within these
to it.
fears, you have to go down there. Go to below
Okay.
8 years of age.
Does the inner child help with it? The sessions you take, the
Yes.
inner child, that will help with all these, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. The only way to let go of this is inner child sessions. Yeah, mirror work helps, shadow work helps, inner child helps. There are many modalities. Hypnotherapy helps. But again, the first thing is you should want to do it.
Yeah.
Nobody can push you for
It
it.
only happens when we are ready. Because something which you start out of like a temporary urge will be temporary only.
Yes. Yeah.
Temporary, like, enthusiasm doesn't give permanent solution.
Mm-mm. It doesn't. It is like the New Year resolutions. They only last a week,
Exactly.
you know. So the second thing would be that root, teaching to that root.
Root.
The
Okay.
third thing is to go to the right person who will help you out. So if you have the fear and if you know the root, uh, this is no offense to anybody, but
Mm-hmm.
don't go to an astrologer,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Or don't go to a tarot card reader, or don't go to a numerologist, because all those things will show you your destiny, but you also have your free will. So
Yeah.
when you address all these issues and you reach to the right person, the right therapist, the right mentor, the right counselor, what happens is you will address these particular issues.
Yeah.
But when you go to when you go to a place where you want to blame something for what is
Mm.
happening to you, you
Yeah.
want to blame your destiny, you want to blame your stars,
Yeah. Yeah.
planets, your time of birth, date of birth, whatever it might be, your name, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
If you want to blame, then healing becomes a slower process.
Yeah, blaming carries one of the most negative vibrations in the universe. If you keep
Yes,
on blaming something, you attract similar kind of things where you keep on blaming for the rest of your life.
yes. See, they are all beautiful sciences. They're all
Yeah,
very
yeah,
beautiful sciences, but you cannot blame a certain science for what is happening with you. You have to
yeah,
take things into your own hand. You have to be
yeah.
responsible for what is going on in your life.
Yeah, let me put this in a nice way. Nice way in the sense, like, I mean, I just got it in mind in a little poetic way. Okay. So, for example, if you have you if people who have diabetes, they have gangrenes, right? Like it get all right, and people who
Yes.
have diabetes, their leg get gangrenes. It's all like pus is formed, all the infection.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. For example, if you astrology or any numerology, any allergy, anything is something which predicts that, hey, your destiny is having diabetes and having a gangrene, and you will get this. And numerology is this because you have these numbers aligned in your chart, so your leg has become like this. Oh, these are all true. We are not denying the facts what they said. It's true. But healing is something addressing that there is a gangrene on your foot, and also addressing that because of our habits we got diabetes, and diabetes eventually unhealed lead to the gangrene. Now healing is cutting that part of gangrene and growing a healthy tissue back and getting ahead of your life.
Yes, exactly. So, if astrology tells you that this time is not good for you, for
Mhm.
example, you're not getting a promotion, and astrology
Mhm.
says that because of so and so, you're not getting a promotion during this time.
Yeah.
I will not tell you to push that aside. Rather, I would tell you address whatever is going on during that time. Like if they give you a time period of 6 months, if they tell you that after 6 months it's going to be successful for you, these 6 months prepare for the future.
Yeah.
Let go
And
of
out
the
of
fear.
all
Let
these,
go of the fear that, okay, these 6 months nothing will happen. That's okay.
yeah,
Accept it. Accept it.
accept it.
And, that 6 months prepare,
Yeah.
study more, learn more, work towards your goal. And after
Yeah.
6 months, the moment this phase passes, you can go towards it.
And there is this deep inner, what I don't know the exact word in English for sankalpam. I don't know, but I mean,
Intention,
someone listeners
intentionally.
like listeners commented down. I mean, I don't know the exact similar word for sankalpam, but sankalpam is the highest frequency you can emit in the universe. I mean, regardless of what karma you carry, regardless of what karmic baggages you have been carrying in the lives, but the sankalpam has the highest frequency. And if your passion is deep, universe will definitely help you to do that, regardless of no matter what period.
Probably it's a combination of willpower and
Yeah,
intention.
yeah, yeah.
Strong willpower and intention, and that
Right.
that
So
urge
that
to do
divides
something that
all karmas. If you have the deep rooted passion, just go for it, everybody, and universe will help it.
yes. Address those fears. It's okay. And then the last thing would be surrender those fears. Yes,
Okay.
you have the fear, but surrender it. No, it's okay. It's okay to surrender that fear. And it's okay to know that you have it and you are letting it go. Let it go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let go of that fear
Let
and
go.
then take the step forward. All of us have a connection with the universe. I believe that very, very strongly. It's
Yes,
just that our pre-programmings, they make such a huge cover around us that we are not able to peek through. Make holes in it. Connect to the universe. Connect to the universe and release those fears with faith, with belief. Whatever the belief might be,
yeah.
belief in yourself, belief in the universe, belief in the people around you, positive thinking, affirmations, so many things we have in order to release that belief. So, if possible, your people comment below what kind of fears you have and how do you address them. Or if you need help from us, and we'll tell you a few methods to release those fears. Of course, for adults, one of the best ways to release your fears is to write it down and burn it and flush those ashes. So it's always suggested to write on a white paper with a red pen or a black pen and keep a timer for like 10 to 15 minutes. Write it down those 15 minutes. If you feel like crying, please cry during that time. And after 15 minutes, just burn it and flush the ashes, because fire is the biggest destructor of
Yeah.
anything, even in your
Fire and
body.
tears, right? You
Fire and
always
tears,
say.
that's like a amazing combination.
Yeah.
So please do it. It's both for men and women. It's a wrong
Everybody.
misconception that men cannot cry, men shouldn't cry. It's a sign of weakness, but I think letting go of your fears is the biggest strength you can show towards yourself,
Exactly.
right?
And
We
and
don't do this for anybody
regarding,
else, right?
yeah. And regarding this, when you are talking about the fear, the deep rooted fear and some kind of symptom it shows, right? So I remember this something where I, like, like, for example, the symptom the body shows to you about a fear, it thinks that body wants to help you. For example, if I have, if not, let me take my, like, for example, this person has a fear of losing anything, right? So this person will always keep to hoard, like, say hoarding, people hoard a lot, right?
Yes.
And people, like, they cannot let go of even clothes they bought for their kids like 10 years back. They want to
Yes.
hoard everything and they want to save everything, right? So that comes from the fear of losing. So you know what, that same pattern your body thinks. Your body thinks your fat is something like a cushion which protects you, so you don't want to lose the fat.
Mm-mm.
Okay, you thinks fat is kind of that person you are looking, that who will never leave you. So you
Yes.
keep on increasing weight no matter what, how much you are. Once you let go the fear of losing, effortlessly we can lose weight, and it happened with me. Yeah.
Yes, it happened with me too. Self-love has helped me, reduce. So, see, this is a very interesting thing you said, because I have understood that this generation has something called FOMO, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fear of missing out.
Yeah.
This I have heard so much about FOMO, and I was like, how come I don't have it? Okay, that's when I realized that our generation and the previous generations, we don't have FOMO. We have something called FOF, fear of finishing. You don't want to finish.
My exam is a example. We spoke about 100 times in our sessions. Yeah.
No, even food,
Fear of
we don't
finishing.
want to finish the last spoon. We are like, do you want it? Do you want it? Does anybody want it? The last cookie, we don't want to finish it. We are worried that, what if I finish the last cookie and somebody comes home, like if my child
Yeah.
comes home and asks me, or if it's the dress, like, I found it very funny, but
Yeah.
we all actually have that fear of finishing.
Yeah. Yeah. Funny,
So
but we
that is
all
the
have.
reason our generation has this crazy habit that we have a little bit left. We have to get another half kilo.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So, these are, they seem funny, but looks
Yeah.
like, yes, most of us have it.
Exactly.
For the lipstick finishes, we have to buy a new one before
Yeah.
the ingredients finish. Even though you have enough for the next 1 week,
Hmm.
no, you have to order some more.
Yeah.
You don't want to see emptiness.
Yes. And sometimes we think that these fears and the consequences and the symptoms and the kind of behaviors, without knowing, we get attached to that behavior of us too. Like we have, there is a possibility that we can attach to the pain we are suffering too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We get attached to that pain also.
Yeah. So this kind of
I
unusual
think
behaviors.
that could be what leads to victim mentality sometimes.
Exactly. Blaming, all
Right?
the blaming comes from there.
Yeah. So, oh, that's also interesting. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So do let us know, all of you, what you think
Hmm.
about today's topic, and
Yes.
about your fears and how you address them. And if there's any particular topic you wish for
Yeah.
us to cover, um,
Hmm.
do let us know, please.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and do let us know what are your opinions, and like tell us the topics you would like us to talk about. Okay, I want you guys to participate in it. And once again, like we are talking here doesn't make us anything extra or anything like intellectual or EQ or high, nothing. Okay, we are just like any one of us, ordinary. We want to connect with like-minded people and make a platform for all of us to grow together, right?
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
like that, nothing makes us special. And here Nilima is here, she would obviously guide you if you are in search of that kind of modalities. But we are just like any other normal people, we want to connect with you all. And this is our like humble step, the beginning. Okay, we didn't come up with big things, we just want to start because we have an hour like long conversations like friends. So this thought started like, hey Nilima, Madhu, we have these amazing conversations, like, so why don't we just record it? So we are just speaking from the heart. Nothing polished, nothing big thing. Maybe eventually we make
Yes.
it like a big setup, but as of now, we started with the limited resources what we have. But own intention is the only sole purpose of starting these sessions and video and the conversation is
Is to connect
just
with
to
you all.
make many of the people feel connected, like, hey, she's a girl next door, hey, they're like girl next doors. Okay, so we want to connect with you all like-minded people so that we all can grow together. So comment us, support us, and, like, spread the word and, like, communicate with us so we can do more of such things together.
Yes, we do want to make these sessions interactive. Um, if a lot of you could connect with us, probably we'll do these podcasts live, and that'll help us reach out to you all much easier. So
Mm-hmm.
do comment and like, share, and subscribe.
Yep. Bye bye.
Thank you
Until we
so
guys see you
much for
again.
joining us. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye
Bye.
bye.